Deputy Sheriff Rick Grimes, who carries a gasoline canister, is looking for gas, but a sign at the station reveals that there is none left. Suddenly, he spots a shambling figure in bunny bath slippers. It is a young girl. She turns a zombie. Grimes pulls his gun and blows her brains out. In a flashback, Rick and his partner Shane get an urgent call. A weaving car is being chased by cop cars. Rick and his men set up a roadblock. The weaving car swerves and flips over and over before coming to stop in an adjacent field. Two bloodied men emerge from the wreck with their guns drawn. A shootout ensues and Rick is hit. Shane turns his attention to Rick, who is badly injured. Sometime later, Rick awakes in the hospital. The flowers are dead. The clock has stopped. He tries to move, but his legs have atrophied. Rick manages to stumble into the hallway and discovers a complete mess. Gurneys, papers, and equipment are strewn everywhere. A hospital employee lying dead on the floor appears to have almost been completely devoured. Rick eventually finds an exit door. Outside, dozens and dozens of dead and rotting bodies are wrapped in hospital sheets. Rick is horrified. Rick stumbles away from the hospital, finds a bicycle, and races home, but the house is empty. Its occupants are long gone. Crying, Rick walks outside. Something approaches him from behind, slowly. It's a boy. The boy, Dwayne, swings the shovel and knocks Rick to the ground. The boy's father, Morgan, then rushes up and notices that Rick isn't a zombie after all. Rick passes out from the blow. Rick wakes up in a bed unsure of his surroundings. He meets Morgan and his son, Dwayne. The trio then sits down for dinner, and Morgan explains that civilization is long gone and the streets are crawling with the undead, which they called walkers. The next morning, Rick returns to his home with Morgan and Dwayne. He notices that all the family photo albums are gone. Rick theorizes that his family fled after packing up their personal belongings. Dwayne says they probably headed to Atlanta, where the Center for Disease Control and Prevention is located. The trio then head to the police station to collect weapons and ammo. Rick then says goodbye to Morgan and Dwayne, and they go their separate ways. Rick stops at an area park to put a female zombie, cut in half and crawling pathetically, out of her misery. Sometime later, Rick uses his police radio to see if anybody responds. Unbeknownst to Rick, a group of survivors does hear Rick's message. He can't hear their answer. It turns out that the group, which has made a camp in a field, includes Shane, Lori, and Carl, Rick's wife and son.